We'll test real quick. We'll test real quick. All right, mic works. Everything works. Hopefully a couple people join me while I do my little spiel here. Okay, I don't have the spiel ready to go, so that'll waste some time. What's up, Vivi? I prepared everything but this. I wasn't actually going to read this, but I guess it'll be good to get some people in the room. Give some people some time to get in here while I read the good old disclaimer. Just so everybody knows, this is a pre-alpha build of Earth2 version 1 and remains under active development. Does not reflect the final quality, optimization, performance of the final product. Earth2 is using a transparent open development model where features are released and tested in real time. We are currently in Reality Thread 5, which includes more crafting and EPLs, which I will be testing today. Probably not the crafting. I already did all the crafting. Bugs will be expected. There's one bug that I hope I don't encounter any bugs today, but we'll see. It's kind of the point of testing. We're testing across different hardware and locations. I am in the central of the United States. I believe the servers are in Europe currently, and my build and streaming is below. So I will reiterate this. The quality of my stream does not reflect the quality of the game. It is amazing. I'm sure some people will attest to. So in the chat, it looks like I have at least 4 people in my chat. So I needed 5 in here to do this because I have 5 really good giveaways. In fact, I think the first one is the best one. So let's gotta find my Earth2. All right. So what I'm doing today is I got five giveaways for Christmas. I bought a couple plots near my plots. I went around and I scavenged for items, and I'm gonna try loading up mentars with goods and try to give away some tiles with fully loaded mentars. And I know the image I put on here has a backpack, a shield, a spear, and a glider, but I switched it up from that to glider, backpack, torch, and shovel because I think the torch and shovel are more important, and I only have 100 spaces to live with. So, all right, let's jump into the first one. Hopefully this works. There is one of my properties that won't be a gift code. It will be you will have to bid, but and I set up a little bit of trivia to go along with this. So let's get into it. I do have to start here in Marin, Switzerland, if I can find it. Here it is. And I have to start here because it is the first to go dark. So I am racing the sunlight. All right. Let's see if I got my little trivia. This is Marin, Switzerland. And basically what I have here, it's hard to have the chat and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've got. Basically what I'm using. Oh, don't be glitching on me now. What are we doing? Is that really slow for you guys? I hope I don't have to shut down. I will probably have to shut down. What is my frame rate? 45? That's crazy. Hold on. Let's see if, because I can zoom around the world just fine, I think. I hope everything's slow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to exit real quick. And hopefully coming back in will help. I still have that background. That's nice. All right. Yeah, it's all slow. Oscar Chavez, Do we know you by another name? I recognize Delightful, Pacey, Granrod, and Vivi. All right, let's see if this goes faster. Do I have too many things open? Let's close down some stuff. All right. This isn't going to work if the game's going to be all slow on me. Okay. All right. It does look like it works. However, I'm going to have to do something real quick. What's going on? All right. All right, I did have... So I'm basically traveling with this stuff. Okay, I think it's on this hill right here. I had this all set up, but of course the game crashed and isn't going to let me do it properly. So, all right. Let's try this again. Nothing ever works when I need it to. And the reason I'm doing this way is so I can kind of show you kind of how great these spots really are. But let me check out my inventory here. So I've got the glider, shovel, torch, and backpack. And I have 2 backpacks because I can bring the other one back with me when I teleport. So, all right, let's... I will need to use your glider, if you don't mind, for this trip. All right. So the first one to answer this question wins this property. And this property is worth $3.44 plus all the items I'm bringing to it. And let me pull up the chat here. So the first round of trivia is, what is the name of the side droid responsible for mining platinum, topaz, and diamonds? Somebody's got to know this. This is the most expensive plot, so I made it the hardest. I was gonna put it towards the end, but the sunlight wasn't gonna. Starfur. Should I? Okay, I'll give it to you, Delightful. Star Fury. All right. It'll be nice to have you near me in this spot in Marin. Yeah, I'm about 20 seconds delayed. I can read the chat as they come in, but it's about 20 seconds delayed before it actually hits the stream. So Delightful got it. Oh, it is. I think it is Starlight Fury, not Star Fury. So, but I will give it to Delightful. I know which one you were going for. And in fact, you confused me. Given that you were super excited. So this is Marin, Switzerland. That is a 1,000-foot cliff up there. You've got this nice valley to build. The way I view Earth 2 is I view it as a game more than a replica of Earth. And all the spots that I choose are places that I want to play a game in. And I think this is almost the perfect spot for a game. I've got a bunch of spots up there to jump off the cliff, but I think this valley is just as good. And I am going to this property. And Delightful, since you do have access, you will be the first person to test this out to see if it works. So I'm going to put the items that I have in my inventory in this Mentar, and then I'm going to send you the gift code. And then you're going to have to test to see if it actually comes through. It does take... Even when I'm selling tiles to give the product product away, it does seem to take about half a day to get the actual items to the Mentar. So if you don't see them there immediately, look at this spot. It's just crazy how good this spot is. So if you don't see the items immediately, don't worry about it. Either way, you're getting a good spot. And I also recommend, if anybody wants to just look at the coordinates at the top left of my screen, I don't mind people buying tiles around where I stream from. I just always advocate for, hopefully I make it there before I die, by the way. I always advocate for people to buy in tiles of 4, 9, 16, 25, something like that. Nothing too egregious. Allow for other people to own properties in these places too. I know Switzerland is quite expensive right now, so it wouldn't be like you'd be buying a 750 here anyways. But if you do see a spot on my stream that you really like, I always recommend the good old 4 tile. Probably 16 would be good, something like that, because I know some of the requirements are going to require 10 tiles. All right. Let's open up that storage. Oh, I gotta, hold on. Gotta get rid of the glider too. Get rid of that. Open up Mentar storage. Shovel. And the glider's gone. No way. Hold on. I owe you a glider. Oh, there it is. Okay. And my guy's dying. Hopefully I can get him home before we die. Okay. You do have to move, sometimes when you're moving stuff to Mentars, the backpack in particular, you have to move 2 items to get 1 to go. So we're going to go ahead and see if that worked. It did not work. It is not liking me doing this. Hold on. No, I'm going to go ahead and die. I will die to give you stuff. Okay. We'll try the backpack first. Nope, it does not want to give you the backpack. Come on. I want to at least give you everything else. This is so funny. It only wants to give you the torch. Save and see if that helps. Let me, hold on. Da, 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 da. Oh, it won't let me even do that because I have it still in my inventory. No. No. Well, no, because I can't go back. I can't get back. I totally thought this was going to work, and it's letting the torch go. No. Well, yeah, I can save the character, I guess. Yeah, let's see if that works. Again, we're testing we're testing this stuff. So, why? Why are you doing this to me, game? It'll only let the torch go. Sad, sad. Hmm. And I can't transport back to my spot. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to rendezvous with myself because I can still give you the tiles. It looks like you got a torch, but I know I have a character saved to one of these. I don't know which one. Yeah, yeah. Well, the torch will actually help you uh, find the stuff you need for the shovel, particularly because it helps you find. I'm gonna try one more time, and then I'm gonna have to go to my spot. P. Why didn't it work? Give me P. Oh. Well. All right. On the rest of the spots, I don't have a spot near where I'm going. So I'm still going to try because I want to see if this works. It might just be this one doesn't work. But I might have to abandon the inventory in order to get back to my property. So again, beautiful spot. Hopefully you get that torch. It's weird that maybe I'll try. I think in some of the other ones I have spears and shovels, and those should work. We'll try that. And then again, I have these spots in the valley, which is it's a really nice. I do have to move on to the next one because I'm losing daylight at all these properties. All right. Okay. See, I knew I had one saved to one of these. I just didn't know which one. Nope, you're lying to me now. Okay. Ah, good. And I'll send that code over to Delightful. I gotta save that on my spreadsheet. Delightful. All right. The next we are going to. Apparently, I've been reading this wrong the whole time. I've been reading this Corsica, but it's spelled Korskia. Can anybody spell out in the chat how this place is supposed to be pronounced? And I'll do a little zoom out so we can show you where it's at. It's owned by France, I believe. This is like literally, I've only bought in this little area right here. But again, let's go ahead. Let me see if I can do the spear and the shield instead. Open Mentar storage. It's not this one. Da, 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 da. P. Getting all these. I should have a Mentar right here. Hopefully it pulls up. And it did not. I'll have to go out. Sometimes they pull up, sometimes they don't. Saving character. All this stuff. Hopefully they eventually make all this stuff more user-friendly. I know I kind of like beat the system up by trying too many things, but all this stuff should work. Let's try to give this one, instead of the, man, the shovel's so good though. Instead of the shovel, we'll go with this, not 2 spears, just 1 spear. We'll go with the spear. And instead of the backpack, maybe we'll try. I really want to give the shovel away, but 30, so that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, let's try this way. This one I'm not risking really dying, but we are risking losing the inventory. And again, both top and bottom of this mountain are very great for gliding. And one of the reasons I bought these tiles, the giveaway tiles, a little bit away from me, so that you all have a place to start out from, because I've looted all the tiles up above. All right, the question for this one is, what is the max supply of essence? From the very beginning, what was the max supply of essence? Nope, not that one. I've got to go about 2 billion Pacey. You are lying. I know you know the answer. What was the max supply of essence from the beginning? How many tokens of essence will ever be produced? Pacey is wrong, by the way. Unless I'm wrong. I may have to pull out a second question for this one if I'm wrong, if nobody gets it. Bill, I know you already bought here, but so maybe this one isn't for you. If you want to guess and give it to Pacey, I'll let you go ahead and do that. Is that it? Is this going to be completely messed up? There it is. Thank goodness. $1 billion. Pacey got it. All right. We have because Could have swore it was 2. No, it's always been 1. Why do you? Okay, okay. We just crossed the halving, and that was at half. And how many? How many was required to hit the halving? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was, yeah, it was 500. 500 million was the halving. So hey, if you're not in it for the crypto, Pacey, and you're here for the game, that's what I want more than anything. I want people here for the game because this to me is building a game. It looks like you got a little water glitch here too. I did not notice this when I bought it, but you've got a nice little place to swim in the air. I didn't notice this before, but I saw it with the grid lines. You can tell by the grid lines uh, that there was a little water glitch right here. So little swimming on your. All right. Speaking of water. Alrighty. Let's try this out. See if it works. Oh, I need to unequip the. We're still gonna try the glider. I have to get rid of it anyways to zoom myself back up there. Get rid of the Mentar storage. Inventory's a little bit glitchy with this game. Hopefully this time this works. At least some of this stuff. And the glider's gone again. All right, going off. No, none of it. So the torch is the only thing that works. No. All right. Well, I tell you what, guys. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mess with this off stream once I'm done giving all 5 of these spots away, and then hopefully I can get these loaded up for you guys. But what I was hoping to do was come down here, drop off the inventory, deliver it like Santa, and then zoom my way back to my property up top. But it doesn't look like I can do that. So I know if I save my character here, so I do have a character saved on your property that I'm going to give you, Pacey. And if I send it to you with the guy here, you're going to put me just out in the middle of nowhere. So uh, try seeds or mats. Yeah, I'll probably try a bunch of stuff before I send the codes out because I've got uh, a list. But I'm going to try some stuff off stream and try to get you guys some stuff in that inventory. It looks like the torch works for some reason, but this one goes to Pacey. All right. Let's move to the next one. This one is in New Zealand, I believe. No, China. Actually, this one was one of my more expensive. It's only a single tile. So the first one was 4 tiles. That Corsica one was 1 tile. This one will be a single tile as well because they are rather expensive in China. we're just going to go and then do the trivia real quick. Actually, let me... So the torch works. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and try a shield. Ooh, I could try one of these. Oh, that's that's already equipped. Yeah, I'll try to give you a water rune maybe. And again, if it doesn't work, I'll just come back up here and I'll figure it out. But we know the torch works, right? So that's all that matters. Maybe it's because this one might actually work because this property is not, I don't have it saved as a gift tile. I have it saved to my properties. So this one might actually work. So that'll be interesting. And the trivia question for this one is, what is the loving derogatory term for those that have gained access to E2v1 via badge ownership? Come on, Spectrum. I know you know this one. Beaters, Pacey with the Badgers, but pass to the next winner. Well, Spectrum, I'm gonna have to let you choose now between Spectrum or Pacey. I'm gonna have to let you choose now between Spectrum and Suncat. Spectrum loves Japan, so this is a perfect property for him. But it is clear Spectrum already knew the answer, but was joking around. So we might. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one to Spectrum, I believe. All right, let's see if it's coming up yet. This one might be a ways away. Yeah, the term is badgers. That is the derogatory term we've come up for with people that are gaining access through badge ownership. All right, if Spectrum, if you want to give this one to Suncat, this is a perfect location for you as well. I think it's a great little spot. Well, I only have 4 of you. I only have 5 people in here, so I can only give. All right, so you need Suncat in Japan. All right, we'll give this one to Suncat. I'm trying to figure out where the next one is. The next one's in New Zealand. It is one of my all-time favorite spots. Let's see if this. All right, finally popped up. Finally popped up. So yeah, I started out up there. This one is in the valley of this beautiful location. And like I said, this one might actually work with the objects. So I knew it was lying to me. All right, so we've decided on Suncat for this one. Which means if Spectrum, if you're the only one left in chat, the next one's going to you. I have if so, the fifth one I have reserved for a particular individual, unless we happen to have somebody else join us in chat. So, all right, let's hope this works. Let me get rid of this. Get this in here. I may have to just go ahead and abandon this, but that's fine. That is fine. All right. So I was trying to do torch, and the glider disappeared. Let's see. Again, only the torch worked. And this is on a property that I own. Oh, torch. You getting a shovel. Oh, you got the backpack too. It looks like everything worked. You know what, guys? Is there a way? I'm gonna have to talk to somebody off stream. But what I might do with the rest of these is I'll go ahead and get rid of the gift code, like redeem it to myself, and then I'll send you guys the property listing, and I'll do it that way because it doesn't look like the gift codes. The ones with the gift codes seem to be the ones that are failing. So that's, I mean, it's something I wanted to test anyways. I'm about to run out of water. But once I have these properties in my inventory, and then just bid a penny on whatever I send you. I know you all know how to do that. It looks like everybody in this chat is pretty familiar with the way Earth2 works. So we'll do it. We'll do it that way because that way I can get my avatars back to their original spots, which will be helpful as well. So if it takes me a day or two to get the property to you, don't fret. So let's see. So Suncat, you get a torch, a shovel, a backpack, and a glider with this one. And this one again was not a gift code. It was one that I owned outright, and I will send you the property link. Just bid a penny on it. So, and with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and do what I originally intended on doing with these characters. And I'm going to craft. I'm going to craft this and this. See what happens. Bloop-diddy bloop. Those are gone. Now I can go back to... This was in Japan, right? China. Oh, it wasn't Japan. This is China. I am ridiculously wrong. This is China. Anybody from Japan, don't be offended. I forgot this was in China. I have been taking some medication for a cold. So maybe that is possibly why I'm a little loopy today. So again, we'll take a look at this spot. The coordinates for this location are right here. But this reminds me a lot of Yosemite. I have a spot in Yosemite that looks almost exactly like this, and it's amazing. But I also like the valleys, which is why I kind of chose this spot for you. I might join you here eventually. But you got this nice little valley, and you have water. The problem with my property up there is it doesn't have any water. So you have these little water spots. This is probably supposed to be a river, but it is not. All right. Only YouTube knows. It's okay. Nobody watches these. I'm just kidding. I get about 30 views. So, all right. Let's go to the fourth one, which was only Spectrum's allowed to answer the trivia. In New Zealand. Oh my God, this spot. Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. Save character. This is New Zealand. I do So your property is going to be right here. I'm going to pull this up. All right. I do have to do a little climbing before I can glide over there, but hopefully I don't. King Kong Megacity. All right. I can't get my inventory to even come up. Oh, why does he have so much stuff? What are we doing? Did I just plan on... All right. Well, since this one is one of those gifted ones anyways, we're going to go fly over there, and then I will deal with it all off stream. But I do have to climb a little bit in order to get over there. Hearing those birds in the background, some billy goats sometimes. It's mostly birds in this area. It's just, I hope those are actual, like, spawned characters that we just can't see. And the wildlife comes about. This area is way bigger than I thought it looked. On the Earth. I'm just trying to get high enough so that I can glide over there. Yeah, I think this spot is mostly apple trees. All right, can I get 4 kilometers? I may have to do a little vertical climbing once I get over there too. The last one won't take as long, so I'm going to climb up this little cliff here and then go, because otherwise, just the fact that how long have I been running? Like less than a minute and I'm already out of water. And the problem is all those apples should be giving me water, but if I were to loot some of these trees. All right, that should be enough. All right, let's check out the view. So this is New Zealand. This whole entire area looks amazing. I probably will dip down to take a sip before I climb up to your property. Oh, and I forgot about the trivia. Trivia for this one was going to be... Oh man, this one's actually hard. I even made a backup for this one. What country is home to an archipelago which holds projects such as Tetris Island, New Venice, and the Ark and United Metaverse? What country is home to an archipelago with projects such as Tetris Island, New Venice, the Ark, and the United Metaverse? I'm trying to see if there's anybody in chat that has been around long enough to know the answer to this one. Spectrum, you got to know the answer to that. Japan? No. Nope. You got all the biggest projects are Kingdom of the Tabby Cat. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have tiles in this archipelago. I'm talking about. Laos. All right. So Spectrum won it outright. Didn't have to just give it to him. He United Cat Union. It is in Laos. Good call. So unless I get a new viewer, the fifth and final location, I'm gonna give to Mandalosian because he was like the first subscriber to my Twitch channel, and literally every time I ever came onto Twitch, he was the first one to say hi. So I thought if there were enough, yeah, there you go. The province in Laos. That's the that's the best spot. So I figured I wouldn't get a lot of viewers being Christmas Eve, and everybody's all over the place. Everybody's probably out with their families. But I was hoping to get at least 4 of you. Almost worked out perfectly. So I appreciate you guys being here and watching. Hopefully the people that watch this later appreciate these spots. Again, if you like any of these locations, try to buy 4 tiles. Currently, it does look like gifted tiles. If you purchased it as a gift, the Mentar does not look like... I might as well just let myself die. Can I just let myself die? Yes. I don't want to listen to him fussing for my climb here. I don't know if you guys knew you could change your inventory while running. Jay Schmood jumping in here. I appreciate you joining us in the chat. I know some of you are not keen on giveaways because we all have so many tiles. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get up here. This just turned into an adventure style stream. Oh, getting some good hops. Good hops. Never enough tiles. Yeah. I like my profile because I like to have the fewer tiles than some people, and then just know they're all. I like being a workhorse, being a producer. So that's my style of gameplay. So hopefully when the game is live, we're all competing for resources. That's gonna be the fun. I made it. All right. Oh no, am I not gonna be able to? All right, let's. Woo! By the way, if you see your Mentar super high, sometimes just hitting L brings it back. So this is the view from this hill, Spectrum. I'll go ahead and save because again, it's not going to work. I'm going to try just for testing purposes, but I'm going to try to move some stuff. All right. Well, I could try little stuff. Well, we know the torch works, right? Let's see. Spear, let's give you a rock, a couple rocks, and the shovel. Let's see. All right. It looks like the shovel didn't take. By the way, if you do put stuff into storage, the Mentar storage right now, sometimes if you just have your inventory open and like close it and reopen it, you'll see items slowly disappear from here. That means that it's syncing into the Mentar, but it usually doesn't take longer than like 10 to 20 seconds. So let's see what worked. Just the torch. Apparently only the torch works. So once you clear some of these trees with that tree clearing, this is going to be your view right here. And let me write that one up for spectrum on my spectrum suncat for the last one. And then, like I said, I'm gonna give the last one to Mandalosian since he has literally always been the first one to to tell me hi in on Twitch chat. So I thought it would be good to save. And that one is here. I probably won't do the glide over to it since I know that it won't work. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you all this location because it is amazing. Again, it's nighttime, so the glide would have been pretty rough. Pretty rough anyways. Save character. So this one's in Rio de Janeiro. And it is the question for Rio de Janeiro was what was the last sale price of Christ the Redeemer? And I was gonna I was gonna see if anybody whoever is closest to it by the time I got to the location was gonna be the winner. But this is in Rio. I think Rio is a beautiful location. I think the spot's on this hill right here. You got to clear out these trees. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and gift this one to Mandalosian. 67. You're wrong. 65. No, not 60. You think it was 65,000? That's crazy. It's only 4 tiles. I mean, it's still a crazy number for 4 tiles. But it is where is it at? It's surrounded by other people I know. It's up here. It's these where nope. It's on this hill, I guess. And again, it's only 4 tiles. Is it these? Nope, that's 5. Man, you are going to extremes. It was way more than $354. Man, I thought do I just pay attention to the lore a lot more than most people? It must be that. I think these are mine actually. Is that mine? Yay. It's somewhere over here. Ugh, I won't be able to find it. It was $5,000 for 4 tiles up here, but they were the 4 tiles. Maybe it was these. Maybe it was only no. It wasn't those 2. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go into Earth2. Buy land. Search for Christ the Redeemer on Google Maps. And then, nope, that's not it. It is just south of this location. Sorry, when I get curious, I've got to figure it out. So it's just south of here. Yep, it's these tiles right here. And they sold for no, it's not those tiles. Sold for $5,000, and it's not those tiles. It's these. Oh, it's off. It's these 4 tiles. I think this is a better spot. Whoever bought this one's got the good spot in the game. And I think that's let me see who's got those. Stern. Stern from SHP, it looks like. And they're currently selling Christ the Redeemer for they're taking $1,000 loss on Christ the Redeemer. So little Earth2 lore there. Yeah. It was I don't know. Does anybody know the highest property sold so far? Pacey might know something like that. Yeah, 5,000 for 4 tiles. Is for Christ the Redeemer. And the funny thing that I thought when they purchased that, I was like, what's to stop somebody like again Stern could build the Christ the Redeemer statue on his property, and it will actually look better than the location it is supposed to be in. Because let's see if this pulls up. I know the satellite imagery was not good here. Nope, it wasn't good. So Luna, China, or Luna, Austria. Yeah. All right. So the last, yeah, this is the last property, and again, I'm gonna give that one to Mandalosian, even though he's not here. Um, I also tried. Oh, is this character? I wonder if this one's. I had one set up for. Uh, in the United States, but the game glitched out of me. I lost a full kit for like 2 characters. The torch, the shovel, like all that stuff for like 2 characters. And it looks like he's unredeemable because it usually shows up here as a property that has like nothing but. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate you joining me. It did take a while to set these up, but I did want to test the gifted tiles to see if the Mentars would hold stuff. It appears as though they do not. I might make a suggestion that get worked on by the group because I think it'd be a cool thing to be able to give away. Like let's say you buy a 9 tile property for somebody, fully load them with it. I know we're going to do contracts and stuff like that where you can do stuff for somebody else, but that's after they buy the tiles. But I think it would be uh, an interesting aspect to be able to gift things with stuff in the Mentar. But like I said, I'll do that off stream. I'll go ahead and redeem the gift codes myself, and then I'll load those Mentars uh, up with the stuff. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a great Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Don't be driving. I've been out of my house like 3 times. Everybody's crazy. Don't be driving around if you can avoid it. All right. Everybody stay safe. Bye.